Hey everyone, it's Sherry from the blog OurLifeHomeschooling.com, where I share homeschooling encouragement for everyday moms. I'm going to be giving you 10 ideas to help with homeschool burnout. I don't know about you, but about this time every year, I start to feel a little exhausted of some of the routine that we have in homeschooling. I get these feelings of burnout usually when we are at the end of winter and we've just had a lot of cloudy days, we haven't been able to get outside that much, and spring is almost here, but it's not quite here. It's not time to start outside in our garden yet, and it's just usually around this time that I feel like we need to change things, or we just need a little bit more pizzazz in our homeschool. It's usually about this time that we need some more motivation and something to energize us again, because we've just kind of gotten into doing the same old every day. So I want to share some ideas to help you when you have homeschool burnout. Maybe you feel this way. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sherry. I am a homeschooling mom to 10 kids. I'm married to my high school sweetheart, Nelson. We've been married for 22 years. I'm a former public school teacher who never thought I'd be a homeschool mom. I love encouraging other moms on my YouTube channel and on the blog OurLifeHomeschooling.com. If you like the homeschooling encouragement you get from this channel, would you do me a favor and like and subscribe to this video? That helps me out, and it also shows YouTube that this is the kind of content you like. One of the first things that comes to mind for me in helping with homeschool burnout is to be creative. Find the fun again in learning. Think of art and music and movement. Bring some creativity back to your homeschool. Occasionally, we will just do something totally different. We'll get out some paint and paintbrushes and try imitating some of the picture study pieces that we're working on. We'll also just play strategy games or card games. Sometimes I'll work out with my girls to our favorite workout video, work on a puzzle together. Sometimes finding the beauty and the art in life again will add some flair and excitement to your homeschool day. Another thing is to switch it up. Whatever you normally do something completely different. If you are the type of homeschooler that's always home and you get into that rhythm, maybe you can just try going out a little bit. Or maybe the opposite is true. Maybe you're out a lot and it would be helpful for you to just stay home, have some more quiet time, to enjoy just reading more, or to try some creative pursuits. Another thing that helps me is to switch up my curriculum. I'm a pretty practical person. I'm not by nature someone who likes doing unit studies. We have pretty much the same schedule that we follow for most days. But every now and then I will throw in a unit study because we just need something different. So switching up your curriculum, think of whatever style you have. Maybe you're a Charlotte Mason person or a classical person, an unschooler, whatever you normally do. Try something different, something completely out of your comfort zone maybe, and that might just help you find some excitement again about what you're doing. A third idea is to take a break from the bookwork and to try some life skills. Life skills is also learning some of these practical things that we do around our home, like cooking, cleaning, organizing, outside home maintenance. I did a whole video on 50 life skills that should be taught at home. This would be a great place for you to start to teach your kids some of the skills that they need to brush up on at home. If you're feeling behind on some of your housework, like you just can't keep up, like you're always battling the schoolwork and the housework, I often will just take the day off of our academic work completely, and we'll just make a list of all the things that need to be done around the house. These are life skills that they are learning to do, and they're very practical. Another thing that we might do is to play store with real money, and this helps them practice exchanging money and getting change for different bills. You can take them out to the grocery store. That's something you probably have to do anyway, but use it as a lesson to teach them comparison shopping, or to show them where different items are located in your grocery store. Have them help with paying the cashier and with loading things onto the belt, and also into the cart. Sometimes when we are in a rut with our homeschool routine, what we really need is just encouragement. It can be really helpful to just meet up with some other homeschoolers, have them over for a play date. You know, homeschooling is not easy, and when you get to some of those struggles, it can really help to just talk to a friend. You want to talk to somebody that you know you're going to walk away and be encouraged, not questioning or doubting what you're doing. So getting together with other friends who are also homeschooling may be just a big encouragement and boost to your week, and it may just remind you that you are doing a great job. You just need a little bit of encouragement. I think it's also helpful to listen to homeschool podcasts or read your favorite blogs on homeschooling. Just getting outside of your little world and seeing what other people are doing, it will sometimes just give you ideas and remind you that you're doing something that, yes, is challenging, but is worth it. Another idea to help with homeschool burnout is serving. Serving is a great way to teach compassion to kids while also getting them out of their little world. This is something that is really important to my husband and me, and something that I don't feel like we've been very good at, and we have it kind of on our list of things we want to work on. A lot of times we have a hard time just keeping up with the things that need to be done around here. Keeping up with the daily lessons, the housework, meeting each child's individual needs. So we sometimes forget to look outside of ourselves. But serving is a great way to do this. It can just change the atmosphere in your family and in your homeschool. Look for opportunities in your church to serve. What opportunities are there throughout the week? Maybe you have some elderly neighbors who could use some assistance with their yard work or in their home. Maybe there are nursing homes that are near you that you can go and visit some people, or visit some older people in your church. You can go work at a soup kitchen. There are so many opportunities to volunteer and to serve others, and this is a great character trait to teach your kids. Another idea that maybe you haven't thought of, it's not one that often comes to me, is to just do less. There is nothing like a busy, full schedule that will just take all the energy and inspiration out of your life. I find that when we have empty moments in our day, this is when my kids get the most creative, when they come up with the most ideas. So if you can make some empty space and find some margin in your school day, this might bring some healthy motivation back into your homeschool. Take a good look at your schedule. If you are doing too much, if you're always going, or if you always have something going on, that is sure to wear you out and to lead to homeschool burnout. Take a look at your planner and see what you can limit. Seriously limit your outside activities. And I find that when I lighten our load, or when I have less on my plate, that's when my inspiration comes back. And I just get excited about trying different things, or I find different ways to meet each of my kids' needs, or to invest in them and in their personal interests. Another idea is to try interest-led learning. Ask your child what they are interested in learning. What would they like to try? And one great way to find out what your kids are interested in is just to listen to them. What are they always talking about? What are they always doing or looking at or trying to find out about? One time, a couple years ago in our homeschool, I would say we were probably in this time of year, February or March, where we were starting to get the homeschool blues and just getting bored with our routine. And our second son, Luke, decided that he wanted to learn how to play the guitar. So he just looked it up on YouTube and watched YouTube videos on how to play the guitar. He, in a couple months, taught himself with some of my husband's help. And he now plays guitar for our church band and in our homeschool co-op band. If you think about it, when do you learn the most? You learn the most when there's something you really want to find out, or you really want to master a certain skill. I think interest-led learning is something that we don't do enough of. When kids are really spurred on by their own curiosity, that's when they're learning the most. Another idea is to take some more field trips. Field trips are a great way to get in some experiential learning. Some kids love to learn by hands-on activities, and field trips are perfect for them. If you have a child that just can't sit still, they're not a book learning type of person, field trips are great for them. I'm trying to think of just some of the field trips we've gone on over the years. We've of course gone to historical sites, we've gone to art and science museums, performances, we've done different environmental things like maple sugaring and studying different animals at the local environmental center. We've been to an Amazon fulfillment center, learning how that process works. These are just a few that come to the top of my mind. But getting out and going on some field trips really teach your kids about the world and give them some great hands-on learning opportunities. The last idea I would give you is to remember why you started homeschooling in the first place. One practice that I like to try when I get discouraged or begin to doubt what we're doing, I think of all the freedoms that we have because we're homeschoolers. And I think of the reasons why we started homeschooling. So for us, some of them are relationships, time, not only time that we get to spend with our kids, but free time that they have to pursue some of the things that interest them. Discipleship, I want to be there side by side with my child, teaching them God's word and modeling for them a Christ-like life. The Bible says in Matthew that a student is not above his teacher, but everyone when he is fully trained will be like his teacher. I want to be that person in my child's life. I want to be modeling for them the truth. So when I think about some of these freedoms and privileges being taken away from us and giving those up to someone else, it kind of gives me new energy and it fuels me because I don't want to lose those things. And yes, maybe I get exhausted with all the demands of homeschooling and constantly, meeting everyone else's needs. But what I'm doing is a worthy endeavor, and it's something that I enjoy. When we first started homeschooling, it was just like this revolution in our family. I never realized that we could have this awesome life living together, learning together, a home that's full of activity and meals being made 3 times a day and ideas being talked about throughout the day, just different things that we're learning. It was just such an exciting thing to me. When I go back and think about all the reasons that we initially started homeschooling, it reminds me that what we're doing is really important and I don't want to lose those. It helps me keep going on the hard days. I hope that these ideas help encourage you and give you a little bit of inspiration. You can read more about this on the blog. I wrote a full blog post on this, 10 ideas to help you when you have homeschool burnout. I'd also like to hear from you. What ideas do you have? Maybe you have thought of something that I haven't. Please share below in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I enjoy hearing feedback from other homeschool moms. Thanks for listening in. Have a great day.